What is up, YouTube? It is Sunday. So time for another weekly flea market video game pickups recap video. So let's dive right into it. Got a lot of stuff, so try to go through this quickly. First thing I got was a copy of Ratchet and Clank Size Matters for PS2. Lady was asking 3, and I haggled her down to 2. Since it's loose, there's no case other than the kind of jewel case she threw in. I think the game's worth like 3 or 4 roughly, so not bad. I kind of want to get the Ratchet and Clank series and Jack and Daxter series since they're really popular, and I've heard they're good. I didn't own a PS2 back in the day. I think I was a Nintendo 64 kid instead, or Dreamcast I think actually is what I got. Now I think about it, I think that was out right around the time PS2 was. I don't even know what I lost a bunch of consoles. I think I lent them to friends or something. I don't know where they're at now. But I had a Dreamcast. I think I sold my GameCube. I remember selling that on eBay. But I also had an original Nintendo from when I was like a kid in the 80s. My Sega Genesis. I think I lent that all to a friend or something in the neighborhood. Never got it back. But anywho, yeah, kind of looking to pick up the Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter series. Next guy I found had about a few boxes and Rubbermaids full of 360 and PlayStation 2 games mostly. I think he had a couple PS1 games, but they weren't good titles. But he was asking 3 for 5 on loose games, like ones that are just a disc, and 2 for 5 on ones that were in cases, like the boxes. So I know you're wondering, did you only get 2 games, and why'd you get this one? No, I actually got 3 games, and I'll explain here. He actually had another copy of Final Fantasy X2 loose. And then I picked out 2 other loose games, probably the best ones I could find, Splinter Cell and Ace Combat 4. A lot of sports games the guy had. I already have a copy of Ace Combat 4, by the way, but it doesn't play, so I'm hoping this one does, so I can play that. Because I used to play the Ace Combat series with my friend a bunch. He's the one that kind of got me into that. But he basically did the 3 for 5, even though I got the X2 in the case with the manual. And then he just tossed in kind of a grody case for me to carry the other games in. Keep from getting scratched. Moving on, trying to do this quickly. The regular guy usually get a lot of stuff from chords, games, yada yada. He has a ton of stuff. He had some games that were in a bin marked $3 each, but another bin that had the PS2 games you see here and some other stuff didn't have any label on it. So I just walked up to him with the games I was interested in getting after I checked them, which I'll go over in a second. And I was asking what he wanted. He said, just give me 5. And I said, all right, but just so you're aware, the Jack 2 didn't have any game in it. He's like, crap, man. He was about to toss the case. And I said, I could use the case. So he said, all right, cool. Just take the case and give me 4 for the rest. So basically $2 each. I mean, these are complete, except this one doesn't have the manual. But yeah, got the case. I already have another copy of that too. So maybe if I find another case with the manual, I'll keep that and I'll sell off this one. It actually still has the stickers and stuff on top too from when it was new. Doesn't add anything to the value, but just I find that interesting. And I'm looking forward to actually playing this because it has all the Sega games I used to play a ton as a kid when I had my Sega Genesis. 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, 3D Blast, Spinball, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So now you're probably thinking, like, we got 2 cases of Jack 2 here. What's the deal? This guy was actually asking 2 on air. I just peeled this off actually a while ago to check it. He had it marked at 3. The one underneath here says 3. So he marked it down to 2. And then I haggled him down to 1. So I actually got even though the other one was missing, I now have a copy with the manual. So maybe I'll find another loose copy and I can throw it in there. And then I got another, just like the Tetris World, I got another copy to sell. I have now 2 empty cases of NBA Street. This one has the manual. But there was a lady I was selling mostly sports games, and I was looking through those. Pointed out the NBA Street didn't have any game in it, and she was going to toss it, and she let me keep the case. And I haggled her down to $1 on this copy of Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So I can basically swap that with that, and I got a good version. But I still don't have a copy of NBA Street, which is okay. And then this is the pickup I was actually the most excited about. Got a copy of Double Dragon 2 with Legacy. Sorry, I'm thinking Jack and Daxter. Of Revenge. Label's a bit worn and dirty. Kind of put it in the glare here so you can see actually it's not in the best shape, honestly. And it's pretty dirty underneath. I don't know if I can get the light good in here, but like it's got some crud in there. It looks like roach poop or something. So I'm gonna take it apart and clean it. But actually, the first NES game that's a good title that's not at a crazy price, like $10 plus. So I looked it up online. The game goes for about 12. And what's funny is I asked if they do 4 on it before the lady even looked at what was in my hand. She said sure. So I probably could have gotten this for 3 maybe if I had asked, but happy to get that at 4. And yeah, I wonder if this has 2 stickers over top of each other like they marked down like the last one. I'm not sure, but I'm happy with that at $4. That's like a third of the cost of what it usually goes for, and it's actually a good title. The Double Dragon games are actually pretty fun as a kid to play. All right, moving along here. I'm trying to make this video not super long. I picked up also next a official Nintendo 3DS charger. I gave mine away when I sold my 3DS I picked up. So now I have one actually replace that. I have some other spare ones. They're Chinese knockoffs, which you can get for like $2 on eBay. If you wonder why I have a couple knives, they were 2 for $1, and these are actually, I think, pretty nice. So give those to my mom, because she has the crappiest kitchen knives. Like seriously. Anyhow, I was getting ready to leave the market, just kind of doing another lap, going slow, looking extra thoroughly, and there was an older gentleman with a Vietnam veteran hat on that had lots of boxes of DVDs and music CDs, and he had one of those kind of insulated carrying packs, like almost like a ice cooler, but actually like the kinds you can carry. It's not hard plastic. And he had some DVDs in there, and I peered in. I saw the white tops of these, and sure enough, there were Wii games in there. So he was basically saying any DVDs, music, games, $1 each. So I picked up pretty much all the Wii games for $1 each. Open them up, check. Most of them don't have the manual, but they are, in the box. This one has a little insert, but no manual. So I don't know if that actually is the deal, if it came with a manual or not. Medal of Honor was in the Happy Feet case, and the Happy Feet unfortunately did not have Medal of Honor, and I looked around through his other stuff, so that was MIA. He gave me the case because he was going to toss it anyways, so I got a free case out of that, and I paid $1 for the rest of them. And kind of cool thing here, Kung Fu Panda is not even open, still sealed. So I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if that's worth a lot. I don't think it's probably an expensive game or not, but I'll probably leave it sealed. I don't know if I'll keep that for collection's sake, but kind of neat. Alrighty, folks. Trying to keep this under 10 minutes. We're getting up to 8 minutes here. But I hope I haven't bored you going over what happened with acquiring all this. But there's a lot of them that look like duplicates, even though they're not. And I was actually pretty excited about that NES game pickup there, too. But as always, folks, thanks for watching. Feel free to smash that like button and have a great one. And feel free to leave a comment down below too if you want. But have a great one, folks, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.